walking into the national park on Vieques, Calais. This is Condado Lagoon National Park, and the pigeons are already here. Okay, they're such beautiful pigeons. It's interesting, I haven't seen very many seagulls, but there's pigeons everywhere. Look at this one having a sleep. Last week I was seeing chickens everywhere, but I haven't seen very many today. Last time I saw a chicken was, here we are, this is all part of the national park. This is a jungle, an urban jungle. You can see the water through there. Yeah. Wow. This was all created in the last few years. Look at the water through the trees there. This is lovely. This was all created in the last few years. I know Puerto Rico defaulted on its debt in 2019, but it doesn't seem to have affected gorgeous places. Of course, a national park is funded by the US federal government. So unless the US government defaults on debt, which hasn't happened yet, hopefully never will, and funding remains for national parks and national monuments, I guess it'll be all right. That's the same thing with the Postal Service. The Postal Service is run by the US government. It's the USPS. It rained last night. In my apartment building, we don't seem to have a problem with water at all. It rains and it just drains off. It was well built. So here I am walking into, this is a little more substantial jungle part. I think you can actually walk through here. Lots of lovely graffiti. There's graffiti all over Puerto Rico and it's beautiful. This looks like something you can walk. That looks like Palace. Walk through the jungle in Puerto Rico. Actually, all over this area, all the way into San Juan Island, there are little patches of jungle. Because how can there not be? If you don't build on something, it turns into jungle. Houses turned into jungle. That's something I remember from when I first came in 1996. I remember seeing trees growing out of abandoned houses. I'm not seeing that now. I've seen boarded up houses that look like they're getting ready to be demolished, and they're all over. And there's an enormous amount of construction going on. The problem is there aren't enough people working. Look at this beautiful flower, Christmas flower. It's December 6th, 2022. About 11 o'clock in the morning. And I have seen some massive iguanas since I've been here. Green and brown. Maybe can iguanas change color? I don't know. I need to find out. Sounds of birds and generators. Oh, look at that. There's a bird. Oh, look at him. It's beautiful. Oh, that's it. Oh, there's another one further up there too. Oh my. You just have to look up. The other thing there are a lot of is planes. We're pretty close to the main airport, and since 1996 this whole area has been gentrified, rich people's paradise, and which is horrible for people who can no longer afford to live here. But if you can live here and work here, it's a lot safer than it was, because rich people like security. Here's a path. Oh, it's a tiny little forest, but it's gorgeous. Wow. The ground. No Norwegian vacuum cleaners. That was a joke. Oh, this is lovely. Wow. Looks, certainly work is being done here. You can see that the trees have been cut. And of course, in a healthy forest, you do have to have people coming in, removing invasive species if possible, encouraging native species. I don't know what's invasive and what's native. But Northern Hemisphere December, it's pretty good. It's about 80 degrees. It's lovely, not humid. These gorgeous trees. We were told, one of the first things I learned when I arrived in Australia when I was 9 was never sit on a log or in a tree, because a snake will come out and kill you. And I took that to heart very seriously. The other thing they did when I first arrived in Australia was throw me in a swimming pool. Now, in New Zealand, we had a swimming pool in the school. I knew how to swim. In fact, I'd even been in a swimming race. But that's Australia for you. They think everyone's an idiot. Or they're just incredibly cautious, which is a very good thing. A lot of Australian kids drown, even now. So this is where we are. We're kind of here. This is all part of the national park, which is really boring. You know, they sort of cut all the trees in the national park so that I don't really understand that. If I'd have built this would all have been trees. A little tiny section for coffee shop. I like coffee shops. Sandy beaches. Well, there aren't any sandy beaches here in the Condado Lagoon. Actually, that's not true. Right at the end there are. Right near the bridge that joins Condado to San Juan Island. You know, I never realized before that Old San Juan is on is on an island. It's like in Nigeria, Victoria Island. And all of San Juan Island is surrounded by very thick walls. So here we have it. Atlantic Ocean. This is where we are here. Hello, dog. How are you? So all along here, there's all kinds of forest here. That's interesting because when I'm from San Juan Island, I can see in the distance green, and I think this might be what I was looking at. Oh, look, there's a better path there. Mangroves. So these are mangrove trees. Okay. Mangrove swamps. Coastal humid ecosystems of trees which tolerate the salinity of the coast's soft soil. Oh, that's interesting. So these are mangrove swamps. Let me walk down this little path here. Oh, I can hear birds. Can I see them? This one looks like an invasive species. It's a vine. Yeah, they're everywhere. They're not ivy, but they do what ivy does. Yeah, this probably shouldn't be here. So where are these mangroves that are sucking up all the salt water? Wow, look at that. We haven't had severe weather since I've been here, but we have had rain. Puerto Rico gets hurricanes and earthquakes, tiny earthquakes. I haven't felt any since I've been here, but oh, look at this. These must be the mangroves. Oh, this is great. God, I hope there's no crocodiles. Wow, look at this. There's palm trees too. I guess palm trees also live in salt. I didn't think they did, but it looks pretty healthy to me. Wow. at that, a little tiny beach. Oh, this is lovely. Look at this. Oh my. And over here. Oh, this is just lovely. It's interesting, you don't have to be terribly big to make a lot of difference. A little tiny jungle here is just great, and these birds are really happy. Look at the trash, oh my god. When I come back I have to see if I can do some cleaning. Volunteer here. Seems like it would be a good idea to clear parts. Okay, so this is a boardwalk. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff over there that's part of the park. So you can sit under some kind of a roof. And there we have skyscrapers of... oh, look, a lizard. Oh, this is a teeny tiny lizard. Oh, he's teeny tiny. Just lovely. In 1990, there was a conference in Grenada, and friends of mine decided they needed an isozyme conference every year in a gorgeous place. In 1990, it was Grenada, and I had just returned from Germany with my 3 small children, and I'd also miscarried a child at a Catholic hospital who wouldn't do anything till they saw little limbs appear in the toilet, which is kind of gross. Actually, my favorite Catholic hospital. But that's beside the point. So I brought my children to Grenada, and my middle son, Miles, they were pretty young. They were 9, 8, and 2. And the older boys spent the trip catching lizards. Yeah, I went out to dinner one night and left the phone number of the restaurant where I was going with my son, and he got scared and he called me, and they didn't tell me. Awful. Scarred him for life. It's just awful. It's like, I can tell you how you can get hold of me, and then you can't. Because now everyone has cell phones. Well, something's growing here. I believe this is a mango tree. Because I'm horribly wrong about a lot of things, but it looks like a mango tree to me. Look at this. Yeah, these little tiny things are growing. Yeah, it's not mango season yet, but it will be soon, I guess. I have to check that out. Are you a mango? Or are you? No, you're not an avocado. I have avocado trees at home. Look at, oh look, there's fruit everywhere. Here's some more. Oh wow, look at this. Look at the roots coming up out of the ground. Well, that palm tree looks pretty happy, and it's right there. That's pretty solid. Whoa. Oh, so maybe what I thought was an invasive species actually is a mangrove tree. Huh. I will have to investigate that. Gosh, they've got every kind of tree here. It's like a metaphor for the political situation in the United States. Learn how to grow in salt water. For the terrible situation in Ukraine. Keep going, keep living. Your life and your happiness shows you've won. Wow, this is really wow. Now right in front is a very busy road that goes into San Juan Island. Here we are. We're still walking around the lagoon. Ah, it's a different type of tree altogether. Like pods. Okay, another tree has taken over it. This is the original tree. And then that, which may be mangrove, has taken over. Oh, okay. When I get back, I need to seriously investigate what these trees are. Oh, lovely. Yep, another lizard. about that? Main road right next to National Park. Well, I suppose that makes sense. You've got to get to it. And government workers do love big trucks and cars and tanks and airplanes, drones. Months ago I walked along the Mine River, videoing it and actually heading in the wrong direction, and I didn't show the video because it was really boring. I don't know how, but it was. The Mine River from Rüsselsheim, going away from Frankfurt Airport towards Mainz, Wiesbaden. Just thinking how much more gorgeous this is. Okay, Susanna J. Dodgson, December 6th, 2022. Thank you.